I'm Elizabeth Ingram with Clarion Events, and we're at DISTRIBUTECH International 2020, and I'm here with Aurelie Richard, who is the Chief Human Development and Strategy Officer with S&C Electric Company. Thanks for joining me, Aurelie.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
You have an interesting job title. Tell me a little bit about what that involves.
Yes, I have a job where I combine strategy and human development, it's actually a new combination for S&C Electric. I joined the company about a year ago, and the whole idea was that we are a people company, and the people are at the core of how we execute and deliver our strategy and how we deliver value to our customers. So it felt natural and really important for us to put the people at the core of the strategy and the strategy at the core of how we develop people. So that's how we came up with that role.
So you moderated a panel discussion at the Powered by Diversity lunch here at DISTRIBUTECH. Can you give me a couple of highlights of that?
Sure. When we decided to host the panel here at DISTRIBUTECH, we really wanted to get away from the typical discussion on how hard it is to drive diversity and inclusion. And we hear all these war stories about people being the only, name what you want, women, diverse person in the room. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to focus on what people can practically do to make success happen. And really have our panelists come sharing their stories of the little things they do that actually move the needle and that allow the entire industry and their respective companies to make progress and to win on that front. So our panelists really focused on what are the stories they can share with us of things that worked, strategies they applied that are very simple but that help them drive better inclusion of their workforce, mm-hmm. and also bringing to the audience some examples of the business case. And we hear always about the business case for diversity, how it's improving bottom line, how it's improving the performance of companies. Mm-hmm. Our panelists actually brought tangible examples of those business cases and those successes that were driven by diversity.
Good. Yeah, I think that's really important. So tell me, on the subject of digitalization, how does digitalization improve in performance and reliability in getting electricity to consumers?
So there's a lot of digital products and services here at DISTRIBUTECH, right? Everybody's talking about the digital grid. I think it's still in progress in terms of people really understanding what is applicable, what's not, what's got to happen on the distribution network itself versus what's happening when you analyze data. Mm-hmm. What's for sure and what we see is that in terms of improving the predictability of how reliable the equipments are, in terms of understanding better what customers might need and how we better adapt to what they want and how they consume energy, everything that's AI and data driven is going to be core to our business, mm-hmm. and it's going to certainly drive a lot of effectiveness.
Good. Well, thank you so much for talking to us about some of these really important topics today. I appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. I'm Elizabeth Ingram at DISTRIBUTECH International.